If you like what you see, come and get it with me. I know you deserve all you want. 'Cause your heart's made of gold, but don't wait till you're old. If you want it, I get you some.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. Welcome to the BB Breakdown with Joleen. That's me. Hi, guys, and welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. That's me. I break down all things Big Brother 23. Thank you for joining me. If you are joining live, make sure you smash that like. Even if you're watching later, smash the like, you guys. I have a goal. Let's get this to, I'm just going to say 500 likes. Okay, I know everybody's live right now talking about BB, but let's get this to 500 likes, and it really helps me in the algorithm. We are going to be recapping the entire episode 3 of Big Brother 23, and then we have so many spoilers to get to. So you guys, strap in. How is everybody doing? Hey, friends. What's up, Leen Team? If you guys want to support the channel, Super Chat is a great way to do it while we're live. I'll highlight your comment. It's a fun, silly time. Otherwise, I did pin a link to my Patreon. So definitely check me out on Patreon. I appreciate all my patrons. You guys are wonderful. Thank you for your support. I have Venmo, Cash App, PayPal in the description. Thank you. Thank you to everyone who supported me, because it does take a village. Takes a village. Yes. Break it down, girl. Oh, I feel so special being your favorite YouTuber. All right, you guys, let me know in the chat everything you're thinking about this season, this episode, the feeds, everything. Also, let me know what you're sipping on. I got a Coke Zero. Still getting through the Costco case, and water. Sorry, I had to push back the live a little bit because the feeds were on and popping while the episode was airing. So yeah, thank you for saying I look amazing. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. My little wings are off a little bit on my eyes, but we're working with what we got. Okay. Okay. Oh, wow. I don't think I missed anything, so let's get right into it. I do have slides. I repeat, dadgummit, I do have slides. How many times this episode could French dressing say, dang gummit, gang gummit, dang gunnit, gummit? I don't even, what? Dang gon, what? What? Oh, I got slides. You guys. All right, sipping on OJ and vodka. Love to see it. You tweeted me during the show. Andrea, did I respond? Sorry if I didn't. I've been just like so focused on the feeds and so focused on what's going on because it's ever changing. Okay, so let's just start. I'm going to start sharing my screen. We're going to get right into the episode breakdown. If you don't like spoilers, after the episode breakdown, there'll be spoilers. I can't promise I won't spoil things during my breakdown. I can't promise. I'm kind of a spoiler. Also, if it's your first time here, you guys, I'm getting so many comments from people who first timers who are like, you're so biased. I hate you. You're terrible. Thank you. Thank you for your support. However, yeah, this is biased. Okay. If you're looking for a channel that just covers, he said this, then she said this, then I went here. This isn't the channel. We run on personality and sass. Okay. We are sassy. We are biased, but you are welcome to like who you want to like in this game. And I'm going to like who I want to like. And just because I don't like them doesn't mean you can't like them. Okay. There we go. All right. We're just wanted to explain that, but I know a lot of you have been with me for a long time. You know how we do. This is a place you can come and you will feel safe saying who you like. Now, you might get dragged a little bit, but it's okay. A little healthy dragging never hurt anyone. But there's no reason to tell me you hate me. But if you must, I'll just use the hide button, which is very helpful during Big Brother season. Oh my gosh, Sarah from Nerdtainment's like, it's Big Brother season when people are telling you they hate you and you're terrible. It's Big Brother season. Okay. So here we go. Yes, I feel like the sass is why a lot of you are here. Sass and comedy. We break everything down very comedically, but we are biased and we are sassy with who we like, but we try to make things funny. We have a silly, fun, good time. Okay, here we go. Episode 3, we'll just kind of go through, obviously we know what the teams are now. Queens, Jokers, Aces, Kings. Let's see if I can get this to Kingslayers. The Sirens have went and turned into the Kingslayers. So this is the Girls Alliance that we've been waiting for. Some other alliances have jumped in. I didn't get to make slides for them yet. And some of them I just didn't care to make slides for. That's how biased I am, you guys. Okay, so now they changed their name to Kingslayers. I don't know why. Did the DR, they have to approve their alliance names to the DR? Did the DR say they preferred Kingslayers, or did the women? I must have missed that, but I saw that now we're calling them Kingslayers. I prefer the Sirens, but just like Atharella here, some people prefer Kingslayers. They're both good names, so that's a good thing. Good things are coming, you guys. The Cookout, obviously, the Cookout was a main focus of tonight's episode. We saw how it evolved, and now after hearing Tiffany speak, we realized that it's more of an understanding than it is a traditional alliance, and we'll get to that when we get to spoilers. Also, you guys, the Cookout was trending on Twitter. That's how powerful the Cookout is. I am so freaking excited for the Cookout. But Derek F., you better not mess this up. Talking to you, Derek F., you better not mess this up, sir. We'll talk more about that too. Then we have this possible alliance. I don't know if they've named themselves yet. It's Tiffany and DX, Derek X, and she's kind of guiding him because Derek is adorable, but he doesn't know very much about the game. Slaughterhouse, I got bored. I don't even know if that's all a Slaughterhouse, but I don't like this alliance. I don't like ya. Anyone watch Summer House on Bravo? Okay. If anyone can name who said this on Summer House on Bravo, I'll have Nana ship you some note cards. We have these beautiful George Floyd memorial. It's like a picture of it from Jilly G Designs on Etsy. If you get this, I'll have Nana ship you some note cards. They're beautiful. You can send them out. You can frame them. Do whatever you want with them. There was a guy who said, I don't effing like ya. I don't like ya. And he said it like that. Okay. So let me know who on Summer House said that. Brettley Clark. It was not Kyle. It was not Kyle. Think of me. Think of who it would be if anyone watches Summer House. Okay. And then if I can't wait too long on this one. So if you guys don't get it, it's not Kyle. Again, it's not Kyle. It's a different guy who has something in common with me. Yes, Stephanie. Luke, Minnesota Luke says he got in a fight with Kyle and what's his nuts with the big ears, who's real tall. He said, I don't effing like ya. And it's the most Minnesota thing I've ever heard because it was in that Minnesota accent. He's like, I don't like ya. And I was like, Lumberjack Luke said it. Yes. And it was epic. So Stephanie, make sure you DM me. Be like, hey, it's me, Stephanie, from the YouTubes. And if you're not too afraid to give me your address, give me your address and we'll send you a lovely gift. Okay. So again, I don't know who the frick's in the Slaughterhouse. I don't care. I don't like it. I don't like it. Like Luke from Summer House. I don't care who's in Slaughterhouse. All right, here we go. Episode 3 recap. We saw the aftermath of the nominations. Alyssa cries and she's confused and she's talking up in the have-not room. Like, I don't understand what I did. She talks to her team. Her team's trying to kind of calm her down. Kylan talks to Derek F. And then Kylan cries too. And I was way more moved by Kylan's tears because, well, he had more of a I feel bad for both of them. I'll be honest with you. It's such a dumb reason. French dressing is the worst HOH I can remember seeing in Big Brother history. The worst, definitely the worst first HOH, you guys. The worst first. The first worst and the worst first. HOH I have seen. He's horrible. Everything he said he was going to do, he's not doing it. It's only happening now, maybe possibly, because it's a fluke. It's a fluke now. It's a fluke. It just kind of has to happen. But he definitely didn't. Don't let French dressing lead you to believe that this is all his master plan. He's a mess in a dress. He is a mess. I wish he had a dress on. I'd like him more. You know what I mean? Something likable about the guy, but there's nothing. Okay. So Kylan cries and Azza joins and they talk. Derek F. and Tiffany comes in and his nails look amazing. Did anyone notice Kylan's nails? Oh my God, on point. I want that color. It's kind of like green, not too neon-y, a little muted, like a muted lime. I loved it. Of course, I have to point out that his nails look amazing. And then he doesn't want his time to be cut short on the show, you guys, because of the impact it can have seeing people like him. You know what I mean? Kylan in this game, it means a lot to him, and he represents a lot of people out there that aren't represented very much on this show. So I think it means something to him. You know, where French dressing, he just wants to be Twitter famous so he can allegedly DM more women on Twitter who don't want to talk to him. So he can send unsolicited DMs. Yeah, allegedly. Okay. Alyssa then talks to French dressing with Christian, and they have to explain, like, oh my God, we're not a thing. We're not a thing. And Christian's like, yeah. Do you notice why is Christian on the feeds always going? Dude's going to blow out his neck before he's 25. How old is he? It is ridiculous. I get it. Your curls are amazing, sir, but get a scrunchie, bro. He's just like, every time someone's talking, he's like, yeah, cool. Yeah, that's my game plan. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I hope I never get backdoored unless I ask for it. You know what I mean? He's just always freaking doing that. I can't with Christian. I'm like, tie your hair back or cut some bangs. What about like a blunt bang or something? Now I've messed up my messy hair, but it's okay because it was messed up to begin with. Okay, the curls are bouncy. I see PP's like, I'm not a fan of the curls, but I'll tell you, those curls are pretty. They're bouncy. I love a bouncy curl. Oh my God. It was just like, if I had those curls, I wouldn't be doing what he's doing constantly with his curls. He's ruining them. You are ruining them, sir. And you are ruining every conversation because who wants to talk to someone who's always flipping his damn hair? I whip my curls back and forth. Like he just like, I'm like, is he having a seizure? What is wrong with him? I'm worried about him a little bit, you guys. We got to check on that. Okay. So Christian was like, well, makes sense that we might be together because I don't know what accent I'm giving him right now, but I kind of like it. We would be together because like, you know, we look good together. Calm your boner, bro. She's not interested in dating you. She doesn't want to be in a showman's day 3. She's trying to stay alive in the game. You're not helping her cause. Well, you are both really attractive. Well, okay, speak for yourself. Maybe she doesn't think you're really attractive. I don't, you look good together. It's just like, okay, Love Island reject. I have had enough of that. Yes, welcome to the Leen Team, Jacqueline Perry. I'm the big fish. Yeah, unfortunately, Christian, you are the big fish. You're not that big, though. You're not very big. You're like, I'm a big, big girl in a big, big world. It's not a big, big deal if you vote me out. That's Christian, okay? So Alyssa's face when he said that, she's like, thanks, bro. These dudes are just trying to bury these women even when they're making somewhat nice comments. It's ridiculous. Okay. So French dressing is an idiot. I had to put that in my notes. French dressing is an idiot. He admits he might have nominated the wrong house guest. It's so easy to talk this guy French dressing into anything. It's literally exactly what Travis said or Christian said or one of the bros said. The last person who talks to him is his game plan, is what's going on. That's how French dressing works. Unfortunately, you guys, that is how he works. So now he's like, oh no. I totally picked the wrong people. I'm so smart. I'm so awesome, but I totally picked the wrong people now. All right. So the house guests have a talk about LGBTQIA. And this is a moment for Frenchie to go, is it LG? I got a LGTV back at home. Is it LGT? I haven't slept in 7 days. I'm surviving on Diet Coke and gas. I don't know, I sniff my own farts. I love the smell of my own farts. Frenchie loves his farts because he does. He sniffs his own farts. It's like that episode of South Park. He just like, he loves the smell of his own ass moans. That's not a word, Joleen. Pheromones is a word. But you guys know what I'm saying, okay? So Frenchie and his farts, and he's just like, is it LGBTQANBANBCCBS? No, it's not, Frenchie. We don't need you to say every letter like it's difficult. Just say LGBTQ and then add the IA if you want to, if you remember. He's done this. This isn't the first time he's done this. He'll be in a conversation where he's speaking from a place of he knows what he's talking about. And he's like, it's the LGBT. What's that again? LGBT. Dang-gummit. It's like, Frenchie, no, you didn't do your homework. Mr. Wanna Be an Ally Advocate didn't do his homework. Learn the acronym. Oh, it's so annoying. Okay. So, and then we have this great moment where Sarah shares her story about being a bisexual woman and her girlfriend Shelly, and she loves Shelly, and just the conflict she has, and just like these are the perspectives that are fun to see on Big Brother, but then they get ruined with Frenchie going LGBTCBD oil. No, it's not. Shut up, French dressing. Shut up. I thought, yeah, exactly. You're always talking about my gay best friend. Really? You got a gay best friend, but you don't know the acronym? Oh, French dressing. He is a walking contradiction. Did you guys hear that he said he named his daughter after what's her nuts from the producer, Alison Grodner. That's what he named her? What did he name her, Alison Grodner? No, Cass. Robyn Cass. No, he named her after Robyn Cass. Even worse. Robyn Cass from casting. No shade, Robyn, but why would you name your kid after a casting director who hasn't cast you yet? At the time, Robyn Cass didn't cast him. Technically, kind of. They were thinking about him, floating him around, but they never put him on. So you should name him after the Survivor guy. And then it turns out the lie detector says that was a lie. That was a lie. He said he named the daughter Cass. And people on Twitter came with receipts going, and the lie detector says that was a lie because the name's not. That's quite the lie. And it didn't even work because Robyn Cass was gone this season. Okay? But he should have named his kid Grodner. I would have way more respect if you named your kid Grodner. Like, what's up, Grods? What's up, Grod? That's an interesting name. Where'd you get it? The executive director, Big Brother. Yeah, executive producer, director, whatever it's called. I think it's executive producer. Come on, Joleen, get with it. Have more Coke Zero. Yes. Heather, thank you. Heather with coming in with the real name. Her daughter, the daughter naming was a lie. Baby is Sawyer Elizabeth, not Cass. But he tweeted and he deleted. But people saved the tweets. If you tweet and delete, someone's probably going to screen grab it. Okay? And he did say on Twitter that the baby's name was Cass multiple times. And then tweeted at Robyn Cass. Robyn Cass like, oh my God, thank you. I'm only getting really mean tweets, because people really dragged Robyn Cass in these Big Brother streets. So she was like, thank you so much. And then turns out that was a lie. The lie detector said that was a lie. You guys, it's ridiculous. Yes, after Mama Cass from the Mamas and the Papas. That's who he named it. But yes, baby Grodner. Come here, oh, baby Grodner. Hush, baby Grodner. Don't you cry. Daddy's gonna ruin our lives on national TV. I'm not going to be able to have a Twitter after this. I might have to actually pay attention to my wife. Stop, Joleen. Allegedly. Okay. So, Frenchie's now looking for a new target. And he says he's using his prior military experience to do this and his skills. So basically he's a spy. But he's just a paranoid android and he goes around the house listening at the door to people. And I'm thinking, this guy thinks he's good at this. Whatever skills you think you're using, I don't think those are the right skills. I don't think you're just pulling stuff out of nowhere and making up lies and showmances and this, that, and the other thing and gaslighting people. So I don't know if that's what they teach in the military. I've never been to the military before. Knock on wood, I don't want to go. No offense. Thank you for your service, but I don't want to go. So let me know, military people. Do they teach you that? I don't think so. I don't know. Okay, so basically he's a spy. Frenchie sets his sights on Derek X because why not? Because he protects POC and women. People of color and women are protected with Frenchie's word, but not his actions. He will say it performatively. He's not going to protect you. He's like, I love women. You're going home. I love POCs. You're going home. My friend's gay. LGBTQ. Yeah. I don't know what that is. I've never heard of it. Is that a Jeep? I don't drive Jeeps. I drive a pickup truck. Frenchie, you sound ridiculous. Okay. But he goes around, sets his sights on DX. He's like, I'm not stupid. I know what's going on here. No, you're pretty stupid because you thought Alyssa was in a showmance with Curlsy McGee and she wasn't. And you based your whole nominations and shit on your game for that. Yeah, Frenchie, international spy. He's like Inspector Gadget, only not entertaining. A non-entertaining Inspector Gadget. Da, 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 da. Go home. He needs to go home. You guys, he's got to go home. Okay. So he tells us he's not stupid. People who aren't stupid, guess what they don't have to do? Tell you they're not stupid because you can tell. Only people that tell you they're not stupid, that's how you know they're stupid. If you got to tell someone you're not stupid, you're pretty stupid. That's how stupid works. All right. At the end of the day, he loves a cliche. He loves a broken down reality TV cliche. At the end of the day, you know what? At the end of the day, I know where they keep the breadsticks in this house. Okay. At the end of the day, someone's going to go home regardless. Okay. At the end of the day, I know what's going on. At the end of the day, I can sleep with myself because you might be sleeping with yourself for maybe indefinitely, allegedly. We don't know. We don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on with this guy. Okay. So he has HOH-itis, like the worst case. And I hope it's not contagious because I can't have a whole summer of people with HOH-itis. And I think it is contagious to Brent. Brent thinks he's a HOH by proxy. He's really into himself. Brent got the most generous edit I've seen. This was a really generous edit because Brent was acting a fool on the feeds just as bad as French dressing. Okay. Derek then, after French dressing, goes up to people having a nice time, just sitting on the hammock. They're like, isn't this nice? We're in Big Brother. It's like day 4. This is amazing. And French dressing's like, somebody's lying and scheming and doing things that you can totally do in Big Brother. But when you play this game, it hurts my feelings. It hurts my feelings. Okay. My pigs don't form alliances that I'm not in. My chickens don't talk shit on me. Or you know what? Done. Frenchie's done. So he comes over there, and then Derek X gets nervous, and Derek X has been so gaslit at this point. He doesn't even know what he did. At one point on the feeds, he was like, I'm going to have to ask the producers what I did, because I don't know. I don't know, but everyone keeps telling me that I did this and that, but I'm not sure. I don't even remember anymore, because you get told by enough people that that's what you're doing. That's what you start to believe that you're doing. Yes, Nick is a wannabe alpha male, just like Baby Banks from BB21. It's a true statement, Corey. True. Brent wants to be an alpha so bad, but he doesn't. No, does not come off that way. Sorry, sir. It's not. We're not believing it. Doesn't work. Okay, so then DX, Derek goes up to Frenchie in the episode, and he's like, are you talking about me and Trav? Talking about me and Trav? And then, of course, Frenchie's like, I'm a freaking genius. Someone call my cows. I'm so smart. Yes, I'll talk about you. How dare you have a friend in this house? How dare you? You know, even though I've made friends with everyone and made promises and alliances and slaughterhouses and butcher houses, and now I'm French kissing, but how dare you, sir? And then DX, who didn't watch enough Big Brother before going into this house, was like, okay, cool. So are we good? Because I just admitted that. And he's like, no, you're going to die. You are going to die, sir. And he's taking it to another level. French dressing it's gone rotten. The French dressing is rancid. Okay, you guys. So then Frenchie, of course, after this, Frenchie has to talk to his bestie, Brent, because it went from I'm taking Brent out and he was running away from him in the house to Brent just had to have one conversation with him and pay attention to him. And he's like, hey, you're my best friend. You want to hug again? These two hug more than a showmance. So if you want to call out showmances, sir, you are in a showmance. You are in a very affectionate showmance. Just admit it. You and Brent, boom, boom. They are in a showmance. They're always hugging. They're always loving on each other. That's a showmance, okay? But, you know, in Big Brother, we see these bromances. So Brent goes and talks to Derek because he and French Dog are the same person. They're a human centipede of a Big Brother player. That's what's happening now. So Brent goes and talks to DX, and Brent got such a good at it because throughout the night and throughout the week, he's spoken so poorly to Derek X, as has French dressing. They've been very condescending and just dicks, overall dicks in this game. You can play the game, this, that, and the other thing, but why come off like a dick? You know, just pretentious and just patronizing, all the bad stuff, you know, and DX just wants to make it right. But I feel like he's now shown his vulnerability and his soft side, and they're going to take advantage of that. And they have in this game. And he's become kind of the scapegoat. Now, yes, does he make mistakes, Derek, in this game? Yeah. Does he not always know what's going on? Is Tiffany trying to guide him in a good direction and he still messes up sometimes? Sure. But he's a nice kid. There's no reason to speak down to him. But we see Brent going to talk to Derek, condescending. He talks in wheeze as if he's part of the HOH. Well, you can't do anything. You don't have the POV. You don't have the wild card competition win, and you don't have the HOH. So, sir, you can do nothing, Brent. You can fly the friendly skies on out of here. All you can do is this way, exits that way, bathrooms in the left. That's what you can do. You can serve him a drink. You can fly the friendly skies. You can do all those things. But as far as telling someone how to play the game of Big Brother or pretend you have power, you don't have that. You don't have that. Tell them where the restroom is. Tell them to buckle up if it gets shaky and there's an earthquake in the house. Other than that, you shouldn't have much to say to Derek X. Okay, so quit talking down to him. That's what I'm saying. Thank you for the first super chat of the night. The French dressing and the champagne. And I used to love champagne before I gave up drinking, So I hate to even call him champagne. He's the bad champs. And even Josh Martinez's butt is dragging him. He says, I can't keep up with Frenchie. This man should have stuck with being a fan and tweeting about the show instead of playing. He's not wrong. But also, Josh, get off the challenge MTV. You're ruining it for all of us. Go do something else. Yes, Brent from the Delta variant. Brent is the personification of the Delta variant, if you guys didn't know. Okay, so then Azza, Derek F, and Tiffany talk about Black Lives Matter, and they form the Cookout. So we see it happen in the kitchen, and it's very organic. And Tiff suggests they pair up with an opposite person outside of the Cookout alliance. Derek F says that he's still going to be loyal, though, in his DR. He says he's still going to be loyal to French dressing, and this is where the Cookout is going to have to look out for Derek F. Derek Frazier loves French dog, loves French dressing, has said multiple times on the feed he would hook up with him. He's like, that's my type. That's my type. And I'm like, that's not your type. That's not your type. That's not your type. It's so frustrating because I'm like, Derek F, don't ruin this. But I think he might ruin it because he loves French dog. He's way up French dog's barn door. He is in there, you guys. I said, that's his type. So I don't know. But in this conversation, they kind of, it's an agreement. And then Xavier comes in and he's like, walks away nonchalantly, cool. Like Xavier is, he's like, oh, you mean like the Cookout? And then they decide later, like, oh, so is that the name? That's the name. Of course, Big Brother doesn't address really what was happening there. And we find out on the feeds later from Tiffany that it was less of an alliance and more of an understanding by all the Black House guests that at this point we will look out for each other. But Big Brother, I feel like Big Brother didn't take the time it should to talk about the Cookout and the importance of the Cookout and how through the years we have never seen this many Black people in the house. And so this is something that is really powerful, and that would have been a great story to tell. This would be the time to tell it. Maybe they're going to tell it later. I don't know. You can never tell with editing and the producers and stuff. You never know what they're going to do. But I feel as though they could have explained a lot to the casual audience that might not understand the importance or the significance of this moment in Big Brother history, especially now in the world. But there you go. That's the edit we sometimes get, unfortunately, on Big Brother. Okay, Tiffany calls herself the Grill Master, which she is, you guys. If you're not watching the feeds, Tiffany is running this game. Tiffany is the voice we've been waiting for. I know she's elderly. I know she's old AF, 40. Oh, God. And they put 40-year-old woman on television, primetime, no less. And I know it's hard to watch old women do stuff, but man, is she fun to watch. She's so fun to watch, you guys. And she's killing it. And her social game is great. And her reads are great. She now can even tell French dressing's footsteps, and we'll get to that and when we get to the spoilers. Okay, so gross French dressing and Brent get a bromance edit. So what they could have taken more time to talk about the Cookout, explain the name, do stuff like that, they spent on the Brent and French dressing bromance, where they form a final two. You could have just easily had a quick thing like, you want to go down final two, you go final two, we're final twoing, because French dressing has a final two with a bunch of people. I said Barf City Township. Barf City Township. Gross. It grossed me out. Brent suggests Travis for the replacement in this little scene. And then French Bread, you know, he's made too many safety promises. He's like, I can't do it because I promised Travis on night one that all those guys that were in my group with me, if I won HOH, I wouldn't target them. Okay. But Brent is getting a generous edit when he was so rude to DX and he wasn't looking out for him, but they made it look like he was looking out for him. And he also wasn't the mastermind behind anything that's going on right now. So casuals, if you're watching just for the breakdown, just so you know, they're lying to you. They're lying to you in this edit, unfortunately. Okay. They're trying to pull this edit like Brent is a big gamer. He's not. All he had to do was talk to French dressing and pay him some attention. And now they're an alliance. But this was an alliance that was going to happen probably regardless. These two dudes coming together. As much as French dressing said he remember, do you guys remember the pre-interviews when French dressing said, what did he say the most important thing about an alliance was? You remember, you guys? You remember? What was the most important thing? Was it loyalty? No. Was it kindness? No. Was it winning comps? No. It was diversity. It was diversity. So clearly he picked the most diverse guy in the house. Listen, again, French dressing, we didn't ask you to do this. We didn't ask you to be a social justice warrior on the show. You offered, and you offered relentlessly and over and over and over. So now you're going to get dragged for lying. Okay, so anyone who feels bad for this guy, that's all he talked about. He wouldn't shut up. I'm here to protect the women. Oh, thank you, Mr. Savior, and the people of color. But I'm going to target them right off the bat. I mean, I'm not, but I am. So he offered this. So it's just like, nobody asked you, sir. Nobody asked you for this. Okay. So they get that bromance edit. Then we go to the Veto Comp. It's massive cocktails. I thought it was a pretty good. What do you guys think of the Veto Comp? I didn't hate it. It was aesthetically pleasing. I don't understand why they had to run around in their underwears. I don't understand why you had to wear a bikini to do this. Or maybe people wanted to, or you had to wear a swimmer suit. I think, you could have just worn athletic gear, or they could have had a cute costume go along with it, but whatever. And they had to basically put together a puzzle, and they had to get a ball to go down and through the hole and hit certain parts of the cocktail that they were designing. And in the end, DX wins. So again, French dog, your plan is not going to work. It's not going to work because you should have just went with your original plan that you told everyone you were going to do, and that was target alpha males. But you decided week 1, we need a backdoor. We need pawns. Nobody pawns or backdoors on week 1. There's just no need for it, dum-dum. Okay, so then DX team congratulates him. They're trying to give Brent the good game edit. I already talked about this. Alyssa cries to Xavier. She's very upset. She's very, very upset. Partly Claudia says, Joleen, my theory is why he picked mostly POC people on his team, so the POC couldn't target French fry. Ooh, good theory, Partly Cloudy. Tell me all your theories, you guys. I like that because it fits with how he's been acting. Okay. So she cries to Xavier. They're sleeping next to each other in the HOH bedroom. Xavier, he has said that she is the most attractive to him, so we'll see. Derek X talks to French dressing in the HOH room, but they didn't even scratch the surface on this conversation. They had a very brief edit of this, and I understand they can only fit it into an hour, but you could have cut some of this other fluff and given us more of that, because that really showed French dressing and how messy his HOH has been, and how erratic he is, and how manic it is, and how cuckoo bananas to follow it all would have been fun with little like sound effects and noises like he's here, he's there, now he's saying this, because it looked like he was just saying, yeah, use it. Yeah, you want to use it on Kylan? No, these guys were terrorizing DX, terrorizing Kylan about this veto because they wanted it used on Alyssa. They went back and forth, but they wanted it used on Alyssa. And they had Derek X, and I say they because, again, little Brent had to fly the friendly skies on up to the HOH room and get his little champagne self into the business, because apparently it's his HOH too. And French dressing cannot speak on his own. He needs Brent there. He needs that reassurance of his BB bestie. So they had Derek X up there for hours. He was yawning. At one point, he fell asleep for 2 hours. I think he got an online degree while French dressing was talking. It was a dissertation of French dressing, just hearing himself talk. And then sometimes Derek X would talk, but they were never quite on the same page. And it was confusing and it was erratic. And I feel like we deserved a better edit of that in the episode, but we did not get it. Okay. So Alyssa and Derek X plays chess and talk, and they talk about who he's using the veto on. And then she's, of course, like, yeah, I mean, I think if Kylan's up, if I'm up against anybody, I have a better chance of going home than Kylan does. No one would vote Kylan out, which isn't true, but Alyssa is trying to save herself, at this point. So, all right. And then there's the POV ceremony. What is going to happen? Well, Derek X uses on Kylan because he made him a promise. Now, is that good for Derek X's game, since now he knows from his 10-hour meeting with French dressing that he's going to put up Travis, which is Derek X's number 1 ally in this game? Is that going to be rough for him? Is that a good move? I don't think it's going to be that bad for him. I think either way, they've already targeted Derek, and they're already going to try to gaslight him, and they're already kind of picking on him and projecting everything they're doing and their messy games and their fast, too fast, too furious strategy onto Derek X. I don't think that would change if he had kept Travis. You know what I mean? And I don't think there's a guarantee that Travis wouldn't have turned on him. I'm not sure about the Trav man. I don't know how I feel about this dude. I mean, I know that he's not my favorite. But now with French dressing and Brent, it's like there's so many people to be disgusted with. So I just don't have time for Travis. So I don't know. It's so early in the game, and I feel like Derek X can make other allies, and things change week to week. So I don't think this is a death sentence for him like some people think it is. Okay, so then French dressing puts up the stud bull. He has another crappy metaphor. Now it's about farming. First it was about fishing. Just speak like a human. Speak like a human being. Please. This is ridiculous, okay? And he thinks his HOH is a success. And then Ozzy gets the last word, and she's like, it's not. It's cuckoo bananas. This is ridiculous. And that ends the episode. So tomorrow night, we're going to find out who goes home. Will it be Travis? Or will it be Alyssa? I'm pretty sure it's going to be Travis. So that ends the part where there's not a lot of spoilers. Now I have so many spoilers. You guys are going to be like, oh my God, she didn't have to write all this down, but I just did because I was having fun and I was nerding out with Big Brother. So hopefully you guys like it. So spoiler time. Here we go. Okay. They're kind of all over the place, but we're going to get into it. And let me know what you guys think, and I'll try my best to highlight comments as I'm doing this. Remember to like the video if you haven't already. We got 300 people here. Hopefully we're up to 300 likes, you guys. All right. So 4 a.m. this morning, French dressing was on the live feeds. Everyone else was sleeping. He's awake because he doesn't sleep. I don't know if he's having too many Coke Zeros. I don't know if the guilt that he feels for playing such a crappy game deep down, like his subconscious, because, you know, outwardly he's like, I'm killing it. It's like, you're killing my will to watch this show. That's what you're killing, but you're not killing the game. So at 4 a.m., French dressing was in the HOH room. Everyone else is sleeping. He picked up a picture frame of his wife and kids, and he talked to it while crying and saying so many cuckoo bananas things. He had the picture frame. I wish I had one here. I'll use my phone. And he was just like, I'm the most entertaining person on this cast. Everyone else is boring. They're boring and dull. I wish they would have put someone else in here who's entertaining. I'm the whole show. And I'm paraphrasing, but not too much, because this is pretty much exactly what he said, okay? They're so boring. They don't even know how to play this game. I'm the entertainment. I love you guys so much. I miss you. I miss the cows. I miss the manure. I miss DMing ladies on Twitter. I think you guys are proud of me. What did he say? Oh, he said, Evil Dick is probably laughing at me right now. Evil Dick, I don't know. I haven't been following what he thinks of you, but I'm imagining it's not good, sir. I know you want to please all of us, but just play the game and quit being weird. Quit being a weirdo. Play the game. He's like, Evil Dick, but I'm doing so good. These people, they don't know. When you back Frenchie into a corner, that's when I come alive, okay? I got this game on lock. I'm good. He just went off on how great he was to his family. The kids, you guys are probably loving watching this. I bet you the kids can't even watch anymore. You guys, when I pull up French dressing social media, it's temporarily restricted on his Twitter. It's not good, French dog. It's not good. And you created this problem. It's not just because you're a bad player. It's because you're a bad player who lies. And you lie about things like social justice stuff, which is real dirty, because that shit matters in real life. That transcends the game. That's you don't bring that in to your game for $750,000, especially if you're not going to follow through on the stuff. It looks bad. You look bad. You should be, yeah. It's a problem, but he's like, I'm doing so well. I miss you guys. I'm really good at this game. And, you know, I think I'm going to be fine. And my HOH, I did it. I got a meathead out. I did it. I got a meathead out. Me. I help the people. When we get this money, the $750K, we get this money, we go daggone it. We go give to charity. I don't know what charity. I change my mind every other day, but it might be for Whitney's charity. I don't know. I really like her, but stay focused, Frenchie. Stay focused. It's just, we're going to change the world. You can't even keep your word in the house, sir. You're not going to change the world, okay? I'm going to put more Black Lives Matter signs on my truck, and if they get dented, that's just the hero I am. I'm going to give water to the protesters. I'm going to buy $750,000 of water for the protesters. They're going to get smart water because they're smart, because I'm smart. And he just went on and on and on. And then he said something very interesting. He was like, I can't let Xavier, I can't let these guys, Xavier, win the money because he's going to waste it away. Just throw it away. I'm like, what? Huh? What is happening in your brain? How do you know how other people are going to spend their money? And wait till you find out Xavier is a damn attorney and playing this game way better than you. Why would he even bring up Xavier? Dadgummit, I'm the best HOH. And I can't let Xavier, you're not stealing this money from me. He said stealing the money from him. It is week 1. We haven't even had our first eviction yet. Can you slow down? He is going to have a heart attack. He is literally going to have an aneurysm. It's cuckoo. I'm so dadgummit good. I want my wife. I want my cows. And I want more Cap'n Crunch. You guys, it was so cringe. And when he brought up Evil Dick, I was like, don't do it. I would love to see if you guys tag me in or just show me what Evil Dick has to say, if he even knows that he brought him up. But oh my gosh. Yes, he said Xavier would spend his money wrong. Why would you think that, French dog? So make sure, note this time. Okay, we're at 40 minutes and 48 seconds. Note this down for French Dressing to come back and watch. French Dressing, I would love to interview you and find out why you thought. And interview you, I don't want you on my channel. I just want you to answer this question. Why did you think Xavier would spend his money wrong? What reasons did you have for that? I would love to hear. I would love to hear your wokeness. Explain to me that. I would just love it. I would just love it. What do you think he would spend it on? Huh? I'm so curious. I'm so curious. I'm just a curious type gal. That's how I am. So if you could tell me, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. I assumed he did, but this guy, French Dressing, thinks you guys, we all love him. And all the BB people love him. He's the only entertainment. Everyone in the house is effing stupid, which he goes around the house going, everyone's an effing idiot except for me. What? Oh my gosh. It's bananas. Okay. All right. McEfee says, Ernest goes to jail has had the worst week. Ernest goes to jail. Ernest goes to rehab. Ernest goes to therapy. I mean, everything is going to be having to happen. This is crazy. The one dislike is from the fan that was mean to you. No, every time I make a live, before I even put the live up, I get someone who comes in. People subscribe to me just to downvote my videos. It's like, you guys, have you ever been that special to someone? It's so... I never thought like I would be Ordered Steps. Hi, welcome to the YouTube Leen Team family. I never thought I'd be that special or that prolific in someone's mind. It's like really cool. It's really cool. Yeah, Xavier's going to do wonderful things in the world. What are you going to do? French fries? Nothing, because you're delusional. I would call them French crepes. The 2 things I won't call them is French crepes and French toast because I love those 2 things. I have a hard time calling them French fries because I love French fries, but I can call them French dressing because nobody likes French dressing. The only people that like French dressing is your aunt or your grandma who you don't like. That's it. Or maybe an uncle who's creepy. Serial killers. That's what people usually ask for when they're on death row. If you look it up. Yeah, people on death row, serial killers specifically. Serial killers on death row always ask for French dressing. Look it up. I wouldn't because I made it up, but it sounds good. Serial killers on death row. Welcome, Kendallin. Welcome. So glad you subscribed. Welcome all my new subscribers. So, yes. Okay. Travis tells his team that Derek X is in love with Alyssa. Travis told his team last night in the bedroom that Derek X is in love with Alyssa, which we can all kind of tell. But it sucks because Hannah has a crush on Derek X and Alyssa doesn't have a crush on Derek X. And she kind of throws him under the bus and she likes him okay, but she's part of the like, oh my God, what's Derek X doing? Everyone in the house is just like, oh my God, Derek X. How dare he try to play the game? Oh my God, Derek X. I really feel for little Derek X. I do. Travis doesn't listen to Tiff's game advice because he's a dum-dum. So Tiff is trying to tell Travis, who does not know how to play this game at all, what he should be doing now that he's on the block and if he wants to save himself, even though Tiff is going to be loyal to Kylan because he's in the cookout. And she has said that many times on the feeds or to the cookout, or it's this understanding. But Travis is on her team. So she's like, hey, trying to help him. He's like, okay, cool, mom, awesome. And it's like, maybe you should listen. Maybe you should take notes. I think he listened a little bit because what he ended up doing on the feeds, he did go talk to French dressing, and we'll get to that. But really, he was kind of dismissive of it. And I thought, you should pay attention because everybody loves Tiffany and she's in a really great spot. And you're not. You're on the block and you're about to go home first, which is Trey embarrassing, sir. Really embarrassing. Don't get on social media acting like a cool guy, showing us your surfing stuff because we aren't interested. You're the first to go home. That's really embarrassing. All right, Travis. Okay, so we already said that. Whitney's not a girl's girl. I can't watch Whitney on these feeds anymore. Whitney, I don't know. I thought she was going to be great. I don't know why I thought that. I thought she's a mom. She's a single mom. Like, you know, yay. But now, no. She keeps just saying stuff and she's already talking about targeting women. She's not fun. She's not a fun Big Brother player to me. I don't like women who target women for the sake that they're women so they can be the last gal standing. That's not, you know, but she'll go to the women and confide in them or like talk to them when she needs to. But then she'll just throw them under the bus. I don't like that. You know, Sierra says, I hate that for Whitney. I'm really rooting for the single mothers. I know. Once I found out she was a single mom, I was like, yeah, I'm on board. And now her gameplay, I'm just like, nah, I don't like it. I don't like it. Hannah admits to Brittany she has a crush on DX. She says, I have a crush on Derek X. He knows it too, but I'm not here for a showmance. Famous last words, Hannah, so we'll see. But I mean, they would be adorable together, but it seems like he's totally crushing on Alyssa, but who knows? Maybe he just doesn't think Hannah is interested at all because she is a lot more quiet. And we have seen this thing that I wish as a society we always see where it's like the women are always comparing each other to, not all the women, but women in the house, Alyssa included, kind of like, oh, well, do you think this person's prettier than me? No one's prettier than anyone. We're all pretty. Some people will want to do you and be with you and some people won't. And that's okay. And you'll want to do and be with some people and you won't with other people. That doesn't mean anyone's better than you. Quit competing and join forces. But luckily tonight on the feeds, I think Hannah and Alyssa are now buddies and they might be working some game together. And I was hoping for that, you know, because I hate when the women are competitive for these guys. I mean, maybe Xavier, but even then my feminism still tells me like, don't do it. Don't do it, girl. Don't. Never throw a vagina under the wiener. I don't know if that makes sense, but don't throw out someone who could be a good friend for a guy you barely know who you'll have a showmance with. You might do it. They'll catch it on the feeds. It'll be cemented forever. Ask Holly Beth here. I don't have to explain it. Ask Holly Beth about that. Ask Holly Beth from BB21 if that worked out for her when she took her friend Sloppy Seconds and how that worked out for her. And when she caped for that problematic Jerkson. Ask her how she's doing, if they're still together. Are they married? They doing good? Ask her if that worked out for her. She should have just stayed friends with Kat. That's what you do. You don't go swoop in. You don't talk mess about another woman just because you like the guy she used to be with. Kat didn't even care. I mean, she cared for like a week and then she got over it. And she was on to conspiracy theory or something else. She didn't. So ask Holly Beth. Ask Holly Beth if that works out when you hate on other women to get the attention of a man. It never works. Believe me, I'm old. Believe me. And I know you guys hate when I say I'm old, but I'm just saying in Big Brother years, I'm dead. In regular years, I'm good. I am good. But in Big Brother years, I'm dead. Okay. So let's see. French dressing proposed the French kiss alliance. And then he outed it as if the women approached him. So you approached the women, and the women being Hannah, Azah, Claire, Tiffany, and Sarah Beth. And now he's outing it and saying that they started it and using it as like, I'm going to use this as a tool to control the women. Because, you know, we women, we're so stupid. We're so dumb. Oh my God, what? We totally fall for this. It doesn't work because the women are like, first of all, we were just kidding. Well, we just said this because we know you're on a power trip and we have to stroke your ego because you're so fragile, dude. I mean, oh my God. I mean, his cargo shorts are on fire. Like he's just so fragile. He doesn't even have time to change his clothes because he's so worried someone's going to say something about him. French dressing is not meant for this game. So the women are like, we're good, sir. Thank you. Oh, sure. You want to align? Okay, we'll align. And then he goes around the house and throws him under the bus. Brittany's really mad about this right now because her name is being thrown. I don't think I put Brittany on it, but her name is being thrown out and she wasn't even there. So I'm kind of still confused about this whole French kisses alliance, but all I know is Frenchie's lying. So when in doubt, Frenchie's lying. That's how you know. That's how you stay on the right track. If you're like, but French dressing said, and then when in doubt, Frenchie's lying. And French kisses is the most disgusting name of I was going to say showmance, of an alliance I've ever heard. I mean, that had to be his idea. Gross. 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 I'm never going to be able to kiss my husband ever again after this. Okay. I am so disgusted by this. Okay. So that's what's going on there. Oz and Hannah have clocked Thousand Island. Hannah says that he shouldn't have brought up social justice or social equality when you are not being sincere, because it's real. You know, it's real and it's serious and it's more than game. And he brought it up for game. And that's dirty. That is dirty. That's really dirty. What French dressing did, I don't think people are, I think you guys are, but I think there's a lot of people out there who aren't fully aware of how dirty it is to play on that, especially for people who are underrepresented on the show, or for people who have been targeted or might not have had a history of feeling safe in the house on multiple levels. It's dirty to come in as an ally. Like no one asked him. Again, no one asked him. No one asked him. So if people are going to come back at me in the comments and be like, well, it's not his job. We never said it was. He said it was. He said it was. So you come in and you make these promises about protecting people who are underrepresented on the show, people who haven't felt safe on the show. And then you go, JK, just kidding, just kidding. I really like the alpha. I like the alpha white guys. They're my faves. They're my faves. That's my type. That's my type. That's what he said. So it's a problem. It's a problem. Thank you, Foxy. Okay. Like I said, you guys, I have a lot of live feed spoilers. All right. So Sarah, Beth, and Kyland on the feeds tonight, we're talking in the HOH room, and they spilled a lot to each other. Shout out to Big Brother Daily on Twitter. I was going to type out what they said, but Big Brother Daily, Hamster Watch, all the greats, Tombs, all the great BB Twitter accounts, they make it so easy for us. When I'm like, what did he say again? I go there. They already have it. So, you are a blessing. Sarah said, can you go through the people in the big alliance again? Kylan says it's 5 guys, the Butchers, plus Alyssa, Brent, and Whitney. So they were just spilling to each other, talking, and I'm here for it. Kylan doesn't trust Whitney, he said in this conversation. He said, at first he said, I don't trust Whitney and Brent. But then he said, no, I don't trust Whitney. And Brent, he doesn't trust me. He doesn't trust Kylan. So he feels like he might trust Brent, but Brent doesn't trust him. I'm like, Brent doesn't deserve your trust, Kylan. You are too good. Kylan's a sweetie. He's on the feeds, and he's like, I hope everyone understands this is a game, and you love everyone, and you send love. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're too good for this. These people don't deserve that. They don't deserve that. Not everybody on this season deserves that much grace. A little grace, but by the end of the season, we know how it works, you guys. That we won't be. We're gonna be like, no, we're done. We're done here. Thank you. Please don't come back on the tweeters. Don't come back on the Twitterverse. Don't come back. All right. So Tiff said Tiff was taking a shower in the HOH room. Tiff is fed up with French dressing. She's over it. So Kylan, I think he's feeling kind of sick today. I don't know what's going on, sore throat, feeling kind of like a cold. He was laying down, and that's when he was talking to Sarah Beth, and then Sarah Beth left because Claire came in, and then Tiffany was taking a shower. Tiffany comes out, she's putting on her face, and she was saying that French dressing has been following her around the house, and she's sick of it. She is sick of it. She said, that's going to get you on a whole other side of me. You won't like that. You won't like that side. All because she talks to Travis. Travis is on her team, which is Claire's team. So she has to talk to him. And she can talk to whoever she wants. But French dressing is so paranoid. He's following her around the house. He's making her feel, uncomfortable. And she's like, what the hell? Like, he followed her to 2 different bathrooms. She's just fed up with it. So Tiff tells Kylan she's working with, I think she said Claire, but then she said someone else. And I think it was Brittany, because that's in her girl alliance. That's the only 2 who are in her girl alliance, the Kingslayers, who aren't in the Cookout, because Ozza's in it as well, but she's in the Cookout. So I think she was just telling Kylan, like, just so you know, if this comes up in the next HOH tomorrow, or not in the HOH, but like after the HOH for nominees, and either of these people are being targeted, I want you to know that we're looking out for them. So this is the Cookout's way of their plan was to go in, have each other's back, have an understanding. They're the cookout. And then pull in other people, which is great game. You know, have at least one person outside of that and then talk to each other when need be about that. But your ultimate allegiance is supposed to be to the cookout overall. That was my understanding of it. So then she made a comment. She said that little baby girl had never had me fooled. And then she said she acted like she was saying recalculating, or like she said recalculating like this person that said recalculating. She said she figured her out, especially last night on the feed. So I don't know who she was talking about. I thought, is she talking about Whitney? Who's she talking about? So if you guys know, let me know in the comments who she was talking about. That was tonight on the feeds. I think it was like at 6:30 Pacific. So I couldn't catch it, but I wanted to write down what she said, because she's like, that little girl never had me fooled. I'm like, can't be Brittany, because I feel like her and Brittany have a decent relationship. So I don't know if Brittany might have said something, but so yeah, there you go. Okay. Then the cookout, Tiffany explained that it's an understanding. It's totally pointless, she was telling Kylan, to target, for us to target each other. It's not an A. They say A. They never say alliance. They say A. Thank you, Kemi. I could not figure out who she was talking about, but I desperately want to know. And I ran over to Big Brother Daily and I ran over to Hamster Watch. But, you know, they have to keep up with so much. So it was as it was happening. So they didn't catch that. Because tonight, during the episode, after the episode, there was quite a bit of feed talk that was important game-wise, but I couldn't figure out who she was talking about. So she said the cookout is an understanding. It's totally pointless for us to target each other. It's not an A, but I got to make sure I have some tight ones to make sure we have that A. So you have some people outside of the cookout that you're tight with, that you have an A with, so you can protect the people in, you can protect yourself, like look out for each other. Bradley Clark coming in with a super chat. Thank you. More like French fries because he's greasy. He is a greasy. Loving this PowerPoint layout. Thank you. If you can, tip Joleen for putting in all this. Thanks, Bradley Clark. You're such a sweetie. Wipe the seedy. I love it. Oh my God, Joleen, is that Coke? I'm not letting French fries. I think French fries strikes me as a Mountain Dew man, if you know what I mean. Mountain Dew, 2 liter, no cup, warm, next to the bed, wakes up at night, chugs it, kind of falls back asleep. That's what he strikes me as, okay? Yeah, let's get to 300 likes, you guys. All right. So, Travis presented tonight his 4 points of why he should stay to French dressing and Brent, the HOH by proxy. They both, like I said, have HOH. Oh, you can't read the slides at all? Well, I can make myself smaller. So, all right, I should have probably made myself smaller the whole time. Sorry, guys. So basically, he has these 4 points. I think with Tiffany might have helped him a little bit, but he, you know, their strategy is the last person to talk to him is kind of the last thing he believes, but he went there tonight. You know, he probably should have sprinkled a little tonight, and then tomorrow he should have probably really pushed it, but this is what he did. So he went in there, and his 4 points of why he should stay to French dressing and Brent. Again, Brent had to be there. Brent's not the HOH, but damn, French dogs always talk about be a man. Be man to man. I hate when guys do that, because to me, it's just veiled homophobia. Like somehow you're not a man if you don't. How about person to person? You just speak to each other. Like, why is that a man? Why is this man-to-man thing? It's so stupid. But if we're really going to talk about being like a tough man-to-man, why do you always need your boyfriend there? Why do you always need your friend there? Your bestie for the restie. I don't need my girlfriend next to me. Every time I make a good point to somebody, I can just go, I got this, girl. So, I don't know, because you're treating this be a man like you're somehow tough. You're strong. But how strong is it to have your dude right next to you? Why don't you just do it by yourself? It's not man to man. It's 2-on-1. That's not fair. So Travis is there, and Travis says, number one, Alyssa has the potential for showmances. And we all know Frenchie hates when other people are going to get their genitals touched and not touch his. He hates that more than anything. He is so preoccupied with who is touching whose genitals, he is just crapping the bed on his own game. He's like, you know what? Xavier told me, man, dude, totally gnarly. Catch the wave. Capri Sun. I don't know. That's Travis. Like, awesome, bro. I have a tech business. I live in, I don't know why I'm making him somewhat Australian. Australian, Foster's, Australian for beer. No, he's like, go to Hawaii. I can afford it. Totally cool. Also, I'm an actor. My goal is to be a director of documentaries. That's something he said. That's something he said. I didn't make that up. He's going to do it. He's going to make movies. Did you guys see him on Barstool Sports? Killed it, brah. Killed it, brah. Dude, no one makes fun of sex funnier than you in Barstool Sports. Or what is that called? Barstool something. I don't know. Capri Sun. Okay. Fruit punch. Gnarly. That's hella good, dude. I drink it without the straw. Slam it. Squeeze it. Right down my gullet. Down my throat. Tickles my balls. You know what I'm saying? Travis out. That's Travis, you guys. So he said, Alyssa, Xavier said he likes her. And that could be a problem for him. Okay. That could be a problem for him. So I don't know, which would be a problem for you. Fruit punch, gnarly, squeeze it, no straw, because I'm a man to man. So you probably want to get rid of her. Numero duso. I feel like that's something you would say. Numero duso. Okay. Second, my loyalty. I'm loyal. Dude, if we were swimming and I was catching some gnar, but I wanted you to catch some gnar, I wouldn't queef on your gnar, okay? I would let you slide in on your board, get the gnar with me, because I might be on a meeting, on a call. Nepotism. I got a loan, started a business from my dad, picked myself up by the bootstraps. I'm making this shit up. Fruit punch. Okay. Do you guys like Sunny D? I love Sunny D. Cool. That's basically what I'm loyal. I'm loyal. The potential girl alliance. Women working together, which is the biggest fear for men on reality TV. They're like, their periods will sync and align and they'll become witches, powerful, more powerful than the craft. Oh, we got to do something. Are those two talking to each other? There's nothing a guy on these reality shows hates more than women aligning. They're like, you don't want the women to align, bruh. Then you become the minority instead of the majority. Rad. Okay. Epic Nars. That is one of his, is like, because here's what happens. Girls get a girls alliance, right? They're going to get a girls alliance. And then what they're going to do is they're going to vote a guy out because women hate men. Duh, we hate them, so they must hate us, which is like the total opposite because it's just so ridiculous. Okay, then they'll vote a guy out, so then there'll be a guy down. And if I go home, that's another guy. So there's two guys down. What does that mean? Less guys. That's math. I own a business. I live in Hawaii. Gnarly, brah. Get it, catch the wave. Yes, I did just say queef, Heather. Kristen, thank you so much for the super chat. Kristen says, you are hilarious. I love your content. Been subscribed. Well, I was going to say welcome, but like, welcome back. Welcome here. Thanks for staying. And you look so pretty in your blue. Oh my gosh, Kristen, you sweetie, wipe the seedy. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I feel so nice. I feel so nice. But yeah, that, I did say queef, guys. I did say queef, riding the queefs. That is Trav. Him and his friends probably say that when they're, at the bar at last call. They're like, okay, guys, time to ride the queefs. And yeah. So potential girl alliance. You never want the girls to have a majority. The women in the house might have the majority. It's horrible. And then number 4. I will be the biggest target going forward, which means I can shield you. Bro, I'll take off my shirt, put my areolas to your areolas. Together, they create ultimate man power. Our sperm will be stronger, and we'll be able to fight off this women's alliance, okay? Cool. Awesome. Guys, cool. This is what I do. Great. Do you guys have any gushers? I love gushers. I love Capri Sun and a gusher. And I slam a jamma down. Allison, thank you for the super sticker. I wish StreamYard would let me see the darn stickers, but they never do. But thank you. Okay? Ride the queefs. That's Trav. So big Trav. Those are his 4 points. I could shield you, French dog. I could shield you, French dressing. Now, I think he then left because French dressing, being the big man he is, he then had to consult his best friend, Brett, who was supposed to be his enemy and supposed to be who he was going after. The alpha male who flies the friendly skies, Southwest Express. He had to ask him. He was like, so Spirit Airlines, what do you think? And Spirit Airlines was like, I think he needs to go because I don't want another guy coming up trying to be your best friend when I'm trying to be your best friend. And then French dressing's like, that sounds about right. Okay. I still have Travis. Now I just want to be Travis all the time. So then Trav went downstairs and was like, and Tiffany was like, how did it go? And he's like, I don't know. I think it went kind of gnarls. You know, I think if I just like be hella cool to the homies, they're going to be hella cools to me. At least that's what I think. You know what I'm saying? And then somehow I didn't understand exactly what was going on because this literally just happened on the feeds. But Tiffany got kind of upset at Derek X, who she's like a mentor for. They have this partnership. They have this A amongst each other. And she is looking out for him. And I think Derek X might have tipped off Brent or French dressing because she was like, no, you the element of surprise, you ruined it. So something was there where then Tiffany seemed a little peeved at Derek X. And Derek X is like, oh no, did my cute self do something bad? Dang, man, oh no, oh, that sucks. And then Trav's like, no problem, dude, I was riding the wave hard. I was crushing, okay? Crushing the queefs. And yeah, it was really gnarly. So then Brent and French dressing, you know, Spirit Airlines and French Twist were like, we're so solid. We're solid. French is like, I got it. Dang on it. Dang on, I got it. I did it. Yep. I'm probably going to have 17 more mood swings before this week's over, but dang on, damn it. I got it. You got any gum? Okay. So let's see. Do I have more? Oh my God. This is the last one. The last one, you guys. Tiffany is a magical spirit, beautiful human. She has magical powers. Okay. Her age has taught her so much stuff, which goes to show you, big brother, in the future, don't be afraid to cast older women. We tend to know more because life experience. We're not as scary as you think we are. Okay. So Tiffany can tell French dressing is coming by his footsteps. She heard that Cuckoo Banana guy's coming. And she goes, that's Frenchie. She was talking to Brittany and they were mad again about him outing this French kisses and pushing it on Brittany. And Brittany's like, I wasn't even there. I was TikToking. I was like, don't make it drunk. DJ, put my speakers on tonight. I'm on flight till you see the sunlight. TikTok on the clock, but the party don't stop it now. Oh, 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 oh. Oh. She was busy. She wasn't even there. So she was mad. She was like, and I don't even want to win. I just want to win. They both agreed they both wanted to win the wild card. And I'm like, no, win power. Win power. I want a woman HOH. Tired of this. Tired. For me. Do it for me. So she knew it was his footsteps. And there's French dressing, just gotta urinate, you know. He's like, hey, darn garment, there. I'm used to peeing outside, but I guess I got to pee inside, so I'm going to pee real quick. Okay. So then they cut to Whitney. You guys, Whitney comes in while Derek F is talking to, I don't even remember who Derek F was talking to. I think he was talking to Alyssa or something. And she walks in the bedroom and she was like, oh my God, I have the worst cramps in my life. It was like my period. And I'm like, oh girl, same. Cause it's okay to say periods, guys. She's either started it in 2 days. I think I'm starting my period in 2 days. So are me and Whitney on the same cycle? Not the hate cycle. Come on, Whit. But I think she already has her period, right? So she's cramping. She's like, oh my God, it's so bad. I'm like, oh, for sure, girl, for sure. And then she goes on to say, I've just had the worst periods ever since I got the vaccine. Has anyone heard that from a sane person before? From someone who isn't an anti-vaxxer or trying to stop us from having a herd immunity so this shit stops mutating and getting stronger and turning into even a more powerful Delta Burke variant? That's what she said. That's what she said. Ever since she got the vaccine, her period is bad. That's not how it works. Did they shoot you in the vagina? Did they shoot you in the cervix, miss? Did it go in your uterus? That's not how it works. That's not how the vaccine works, okay? Thank you, science. Thank you, scientists, for all that you do to help us so we don't die. I was just like, this chick, and it just fits in with everything Cuckoo Banana she's been saying. Yeah, I have no proof of it other than like I'm a part of this TikTok that's like it's oppression. If someone tells you to wear a mask, it's oppression. I know what it's like to be oppressed, okay? Someone asked me to wear a mask at Walmart. Have you ever felt like that? It's like, it goes against my constitutional rights. It does. She's a conspiracy theorist. Yes, Linda. She's been on the feed saying all that. She doesn't believe in Sandy Hook, and now she thinks the vaccine is hurting her vagina. Do you realize how crazy that is? That's next level. America, you got a lot of fixing to do. I don't know how we're going to straighten these people out. How are we ever going to straighten these people out who don't believe in basic science? I mean, Whitney is a Sandy Hook denier, allegedly, because we didn't hear her say it. Claire told us, but I believe Claire. # believe Claire. And now she's saying, I haven't had this bad period since the vaccine. Moderna totally effed up my uterus. I don't know if she got Moderna. I don't know if she got Johnson & Johnson. I don't know if she got Pfizer. I'm a Pfizer girl in a Pfizer world. But now she's saying that. It's just so ridiculous. This woman is so... How are we going to fix these people, you guys? Because they're like our relatives and neighbors, and they just live, and you're like at the grocery store, like, excuse me, and you don't realize that person is a Sandy Hook and anti-vaxxer, and you're like, ugh, 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 ugh. It mutates. That's what it's doing. These viruses, they're always going to find a way to survive. They're going to fight for their right to party in your body. And that's what we're doing with the Delta Burke variant, because of Whitney's out there. We're like, I'm just worried if I get the vax. Like, I used to have like way bigger tots, and then I got the vax, and it totally took my tots away. It's so crazy. I mean, yeah, I don't know. A simple TikTok search would have told you everything you needed to know about Whitney. I realize that all people, they're trying to... Actually, I don't really realize. I think they think there's a part of the audience of CBS and Big Brother, and there probably is, who think like her, but why reinforce it? It's bad, guys. It is bad. Okay. So after Whitney's horrible vaccine period is happening, oh my gosh, French dressing asks Tiff to talk to him, Tiffany. So they walk upstairs, and he has this new plan where he's like, okay, here's the deal. I'm playing this game so great. Oh, did I say that out loud? I meant to say it to the picture frame of my wife. Hold on. Baby, I'm killing it. I'm probably getting so many Twitter followers. He keeps saying stuff like, these kids can get famous. I don't even care about Twitter followers. All you mention is Twitter. You even shout out people's Twitter handles. You're playing this game off what you think people on Twitter want to see, and it's the opposite. We don't want to see some fake dude pretending. It's crazy. Okay. So he wants Tiffany to throw a rogue vote because he's like, okay, it's probably going to come. Alyssa's probably going to go, which is going to suck because I love sitting down. She sits down. I put my arm like this because a man's got to stretch his arm. These are man arms. I don't know if you've seen French dressing's arms, but they're yiddo. They're kinny. They're real kinny. And his hands are real yiddo. They're yiddoer than mine. They're very yiddo. But he needs all the room. He man spreads his arms, his legs, just man spreading city. And he always finds a way to get his arm around someone. I'm just going to say these are the things I'm picking up on the feeds. I'm picking them up on the feeds. Touchy. So he's like, throw a rogue vote because, I don't want your life. I always have to say that. He's like, because I want... he wants to blame it on Derek F. He wants people to think Derek F threw a vote for Travis so that they can entrap him more in more BS and more gaslighting. So Tiffany says she'll do it. But she says, if you tell anyone and you break this trust, it's over. Because I'm only saying this to you. And if this gets out, I'll know it's you. And then they shook on it. And he's like, God, doggone, daggone it. I love our relationship. I love that we talk serious. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. It's 20 minutes until you make a problematic comment about Tiffany. 72 hours before you call her aggressive. Mark it down, you guys. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. He's already done it to Kylan. He's already done it to Xavier. It's going to happen to Tiffany too. Once people stop doing what he wants, watch. You guys, Okay, someone said Tiffany cannot do that to DX. No. I don't know what is happening. What did I say something? Yeah, so Tiffany's making deals with him. I wish she wasn't, but we'll see. We'll see. Are you guys fighting in the chat? Don't fight, friends. Don't fight. Don't fight. Yes, he has Napoleon complex. He has Napoleon complex. He does. He does. Okay. So, how about we just call Derek X Dex? Yes, Dexter. We'll call it. No, that's creepy because Dexter was a serial killer. Or no, he was a, well, yeah, but I feel like okay, we don't want to get too far into that. The girls are fighting. Don't fight, girls. Don't fight, girls. We love you. Be respectful to each other. Agree to disagree while sassy Joleen goes crazy because I love you all. Don't make Brett Lee Clark turn this car around. And he has a nice car and a pool. Okay? Yes, let's talk about how often, Kristen, the damn feeds go down. Too often. So even while French Dressing and Tiffany are talking about this before they shake hands, the feeds go down again. We're missing a lot of great content. So I want to know who is hitting the off button. Quit protecting whatever you're protecting. It's just so, it's so crazy. It's so crazy. Danny, unfortunately, I think people are going to keep French Dressing around unless he, I don't know, the crazier he gets, I feel like no one's talking about getting rid of him, really. You know, a lot of people are targeting Brent next week. There's been talks about Claire and Hannah. I mean, it's just, I hate to hear Claire or Hannah. I love to hear Brent. Love it. But I don't think Frenchie's going anywhere, unfortunately. Laura, thank you for the super chat. She says, I am a dentist and I need reparations for having to wear a mask all my career. Yes, you do. My freedom has been compromised. That's a joke. Mask saves lives. Thank you for your service, Laura. You are so brave to wear that mask. I know all of our healthcare professionals, they have just been struggling in silence because literally they can't speak because of the mask mandate. Okay. Yes. Stop the feeds going down. Stop. Yeah. Nobody's targeting him, unfortunately. I'm hoping that changes because French Dressing thinks he's very entertaining, but I do not find him entertaining. I find his energy, I have to take breaks from the feeds because his energy is so dark and it's just not, it's so manic and it's so all over the place. And to be someone right now that covers the feed. So shout out to all my fellow Big Brother YouTubers out there because it is really hard to follow these feeds because he is so paranoid. He's such a paranoid android that he's changing things and going places. So it's really not that fun to cover. No, and it doesn't make any sense. I love some gameplay. I love some, back stabbing, some lies, some manipulation and stuff, but he doesn't make any sense. You guys, he does not make any sense. Guys are throwing Claire and Hannah's names around. Some girls too. Yeah. Whitney. Just pray that Whitney doesn't get HOH. Pray that Brent doesn't get HOH, unless they're your faves, but. Okay, who did French tell Tiff he's going to blame the rogue vote on? Derek X. They're blaming it on Derek X because they want to have more to use against him. They want to keep him going for Derek X. That's what French Dressing wants. Tiffany agreed to it. She hasn't done it yet, and I haven't heard her because I came live right after that, so I don't know if she just said that to say it or if she's really going to do it. I don't know. I'm disappointed in Derek F too. He's far too much up French Dressing's butt, and he's made comments like he would pick French Dressing over the Cookout. I don't know what he's going to do, but I have a fear that he's going to do that ultimately because of this who has a sexual attraction to French Dressing? My God, get some ranch, sir. We talked about this. Ranch. It's ranch is where it's at. And Derek F, when he talks about the game, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Yesterday, last night he was talking, he was so tired. He fell asleep in like a second. He was speaking 1 minute and then he just closed his eyes and he was snoring. I was like, how can you fall asleep that fast? No melatonin, no nothing. So Sarah Beth would be great for HOH. I don't know at this point who's throwing it, who actually wants to win. I don't know because people change their minds. But I actually heard, I think Xavier might be throwing around Claire or Hannah's name too. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, but unfortunately, I think I heard that. So, yeah, Big D, Sarah from Nerdtainment tweeted it perfectly. She's like, remember when we all thought that Derek F was going to be so entertaining on the feeds? And then she put a meme of someone going like this, because it's like, where's the entertainment? He's not. So correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, so hello there says, yeah, Xavier was. Yeah. Xavier, I think, will keep French dressing around, unfortunately. Yeah, I think they'll use him as long as they can. But French dressing is going to turn. He has already accused Xavier of threatening him when Xavier was just like, oh, you probably don't want to, just trying to calm him down when he got mad at Kylan for no good reason and his microaggressions were coming out. And then he said to Xavier, who was just like, you probably don't want to throw another wrench in the plan, because he's like, I'll throw a curveball in this. Yeah, I will. I'm tough. I brought 2 pairs of cargo shorts, 2 different pairs for the whole summer. I'm tough. TUFF. Look at my muscles. It's like, and then Xavier's like, you probably don't want to do that. You probably just, it's okay. Calm down. And he was like, are you threat? Is that a threat? A threat from Xavier? The voice of reason? No. Hello there says, I made a edit for DF and now I regret it. That's okay. I mean, listen, he could redeem himself. I don't know. I love Sarah. I love Sarah Beth. I think Sarah Beth is great. I think she's great. I really like her. But Tiffany's my favorite. If I have to pick a favorite for this season, it is Tiffany. She is killing it. And if anyone comes for her, I'm dragging them on my channel. That's how biased I am. I'm going to drag them. Tiffany is a gem. She's a treat. She's smart. She's funny. She's the entertainment. If you watch the feeds, she's the entertaining one. French dressing is just paranoid and manic. And it's not fun to watch. It just leaves me feeling icky. My anxiety goes. And I've talked to other people who have to take breaks watching this because the stuff he does, and also the microaggressions and it's just yeah, Claire is cool. I mean, Claire, she is the entertainment. Yes, Silverhawk, she is the entertainment. The women are killing it. They're not Whitney. Alyssa was kind of veering because she's in the slaughterhouse, unfortunately. So she was veering in a weird way, but I feel like she can get pulled back by the other women as long as she doesn't fall into any kind of weird competitiveness with them. But I have to go over what her talk was with Hannah today, but it looked promising. So hopefully, because I would love to see them work together. But Alyssa did say on the feeds, you guys, I hate to say this, but she said there's no women's alliance. Like, she was asking about women's alliance. She's like, women's alliance never work. It's not going to work. Women's alliances don't work. Make them work. You know how you change that? By making them work. I'm so tired of hearing that it's impossible for that to work and for her to feed in to that and buy into it and then reiterate it. It's not true. It's just, one bad apple, don't spoil the whole bunch, girl. Okay? Alyssa, stop. What's with Whitney? Whitney's got some issues, Monica. She's a struggle bus. She was crying today, too. I don't know if she shared her story about her ex. I don't know what was going on, but everyone was hugging her. French dressing put his arm around her, like let's say his arm went around this way, and then he was like right here. And I was like, you don't even know how to comfort people and you're married and you have kids. He awkwardly put his arm around her and then ended up near the strap of her spaghetti strap crop top, just like scratching the top of her boob. I'm like, what is wrong with you? You're so creepy. It's creepy. I think it's going to be Travis. I mean, things can change, but I think, listen, there's a lot of people who are pushing for Travis to stay. And the reason is because Travis is not in the slaughterhouse and Alyssa is. But let me tell you, anyone pushing for Travis to stay just so the slaughterhouse loses a little bit of power, don't believe for a second that Travis won't just jump back in and take Alyssa's spot. So anyone who's like, you know what, the smart move would be getting rid, or I would like to see Travis go, Capri Suns for life, bruh, because, or I would like to see Alyssa go because Travis isn't in the slaughterhouse. They'll just replace him. They'll replace her and put him in there. So just get rid of Travis. Seriously, just vote him out. There's still hope for Alyssa. There's no hope for Travis. No. Travis is gone. And don't keep him. Too much nar. Okay. But yeah, people are, Tiffany for AFP. I'm like already going to vote. I don't care what happens for the rest of the season. This is week 1. They're already playing like it's week 21. So I'm going to play like that too, or vote like that. Yes. Yeah. Travis would go straight to Frenchie. Travis would go straight to work with Frenchie if they kept him. So Frenchie, either way, Frenchie's not losing out in this. This works for him because both of these people, ironically, will work with him. Now, I think Alyssa can be talked out of it. It's going to take some time, but right now she feels this safeness in this messy slaughterhouse. I can't wait till that thing breaks up. And there's already, you can see little cracks in their foundation, if you will. And you can see it happening. And Frenchie's always calling them together in a weird way. We don't even know he's told so many people and then butchers. It's just confusing that I'm not even looking at them like an alliance I'm going to pay attention to because it's going to fall apart soon. It's going to, vote out a dominant player. I mean, Alyssa is a threat because she knows the game and she is a fan. But at this point, I can't take it if Travis stays. Oh my God. Kemi, you make the best point tonight. Kemi for the award for best point tonight. I can't wait until French Fry, aka French Dressing, aka Thousand Island, aka, the worst HOH of all time, till he doesn't have power. Because this guy thrives off of people paying attention to him, giving him like accolades. Like he needs this constantly. And people in the house have given him that because they realize if they don't, they'll become a target because that's how he works. But once he's not in power, he's about to lose his mind. The Victoria's Secret Karen, you're about to lose your job. In French Dressing, you're about to lose your mind. Okay. He's going to be insufferable. Insufferable. Yeah. These teams are keeping French Fry safe. The good thing is Azah is so on to French Dressing, as is Hannah, as is Tiffany now. The women smell what he's cooking, and it's not good. Okay. And they see exactly what he's doing. And Azah being on French Dressing's team is even like, he doesn't even consult his team. He doesn't consult us about anything. He consults Brent, who's not on his team. This is a guy who says loyalty, got to be loyal. And He's not even loyal to his team. He's not even referencing going to them for anything, telling them anything. So they're playing nice right now, but I hope one of the women, except for Whitney, win HOH. I would say I hope Xavier, because I love Xavier, but I fear he would put up Claire or Hannah now. I fear that. I don't want Derek F to win. I don't want French Dressing. Oh, French Dressing can't win. What am I talking about? I don't want Derek F to win. I don't want Brent to win. I don't want Christian to win. I don't even know. I can't take a whole week of him talking to people like, I'm thinking about putting, I'm going to go after people who don't have my back. People whoever took my conditioner. Did you guys take my conditioner? Yeah, somebody used my conditioner. So I'm definitely going to put them up. I can't take a week of me seeing this guy flip his hair back and forth. I can't while talking game. Someone get him a scrunchie. Okay? Get him a scrunchie. Cut him some bangs. Something. It's too much. It is too much. I already called it. I think, honestly, final 2. I have this thought in my head. It's probably wrong. My final 2 I saw the other day and I tweeted it is Tiffany and Xavier. I feel like they're going to be in the final 2. We're a long way from that, guys, but I just saw it. I saw it. Derek X HOH would be so good. Yes. And he really listens to Tiffany. So it would be like a Tiffany HOH. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, Heather, we're on the same wavelength, girl. Same way. Christian is, yes, Jonathan, my best friend, Willow Smith. Only Willow did it better. Willow did it first, Christian. We're over it. We're over it. All right, you guys, there you go. There are episode recap and spoilers. Hopefully you guys liked it. Hopefully you liked my little nerdy slides. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for the super chats. Make sure you smash that like. I will be back tomorrow after our first eviction. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see Travis go home. I really hope it's Travis. So I'll be back live. So make sure you tune in. You guys bring all your opinions. Follow me on social media at Joleen Lunzer on Instagram, Twitter, and the TikTok. Laura, thanks again for the super chat. French dressing is a Capricorn and they lose their minds if they're not in control. Trust me, I know some. Love them, but it's true. Yeah, I was so surprised he was a Capricorn because our beloved Janelle is a Capricorn and she has a lot of Capricorn traits. Like she doesn't mess around with the, like she gives me that Capricorn energy. He doesn't. He gives me, I don't know what kind of energy he gives me, just like cuckoo bananas energy for sure. But yes, I'll be back tomorrow, you guys. Thank you. Get those likes up, smash it. Also, happy American Horror Story premiere night. What time is it? Okay, I gotta go watch American Horror Story. Let me know if you guys watch American Horror Story. I don't know if you guys would be interested in me doing breakdowns of the episode. Or talking about the episode after. I don't know if I can fit in my schedule, but I'm so excited for American Horror Story. Oh my God, the new season story starts tonight. Put it in the chat if you're excited, or put it in the comments if you're excited too. Where my American Horror Story nerds are. That didn't make any sense. Where are my American Horror Story nerds? Ryan Murphy for life. Yes, friends. Yes, Foxy. Yes, Heather. I'm trying to click on this. I'm so excited. Okay, so yeah. I'll see you guys later. You guys are all wonderful, beautiful. Protect yourselves and protect your energy. Bye.
If you like what you see, come and get it with me. I know you deserve all you want, 'cause your heart's made of gold.